Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco, and today in this box here, I have my very first ever consignment sketch covers done by a very good friend of mine. So we're going to go ahead and bust into these. These are going to be the first sketch covers that they have ever done. They're an incredible artist, and we're going to talk more about them later and actually have them on for a little video call. Or I think just a call. But yeah, and we'll talk more, but you gotta see the goods first, so that you're interested. I can't just say, oh, this random artist, you gotta trust me. Let's just go ahead and I'm dying to see them. Now these, I believe there's 7 of these, because I gave them, I think, 15 sketch covers, and I said, just do them in your own time or whatever. And so this is the first batch, and I believe there's 7 of them. And we kind of just talked, and I gave rough ideas of like what I kind of want for each one, and I wasn't really super specific with any of them. And then I haven't seen them at all. Not even a primitive sketch of it or anything. Basic idea. I haven't seen nothing. So these are gonna be my first time seeing it, and I'm super excited. It's one of those things that's like you're so excited you're like jittery. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to let's see. So we got them in a sleeve here. Let's get rid of this package. I'm gonna have to cut this one open maybe. Let me get the scissors. But yeah, I'm pumped. I don't even know. I think I know maybe a couple of the ones that are in here, but I don't even really know what all is in here. Because like I said, I gave 15 different covers, and I said just do which ones sound more fun to you. I was in no rush by any means to get these. And Echo, my friend Echo that did these for me, they will be doing more sketch covers. If it is something you're interested in, they will be taking more commissions. And they've done commission art for a long time now. This is just them starting to get into comic covers. So something I talked about with them, and I was like, I'm trying not to see the books here. So that is okay. That's definitely the front of one. Okay. I'm trying not to look. Anyway, so I was talking about. I was like, would you do some covers for me, basically? And we start talking, and then I've been collecting some blank sketch covers anyway. I was like, I know at some point I want to do something with them. I don't know what. So I was collecting them kind of aimlessly, and then the little collection that I had, I just went ahead and I was like, yeah, I'll just send all these. So I am looking at one here. I just have to get this tape off. I was struggling with the tape. I was trying not to look. Let's see. But yeah, so after this, like I said, I will be getting another batch, and I will be going a step further and actually be getting these, all of them, these and the next batch and everything, or a couple of batches, how many batches it ends up being. I will get them all CGC certified. I found out there is a way to do that. It doesn't have to be technically witnessed if the artist basically did the paperwork and said that they did everything. Oh, okay, that's actually... interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here. My scissors. Try not to... Okay, I'm actually... Okay, even though I looked at that one, I'm going to save it for last, because this is... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, crap, I got this big price sticker on it. Holy crap. And these were... Wow. Okay, so this is Geiger #1. I gotta get this price sticker off. Holy crap. I'm probably just gonna throw this in a whole different bag. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to show it to the screen. Check this thing out. This is like... really like above and beyond what I was expecting. Also at the same time, like really define my expectation of what to do with this cover. I think this was a really thoughtful cover, because Geiger is known for having a bunch of amazing covers. I mean, because the Glowing Man, you know, Geiger, he just looks cool. He's got a great design. He presents well. If you can draw decently, it's going to be a cool looking cover. And then Barney, you know, always looks great as well. This is... Oh, don't want to drop it. This is fantastic. That is incredible. That is so cool. And I love this series, too. I need to get a new bag. I have a new bag here. Theoretically. Because I had it had it in a bag with a big price sticker on the front of it still. Wow. So that's awesome. So that's the first one there. Geiger #1. A series I love, too. And, man, that is gorgeous. That is super cool. Okay. So moving on now to... I'm trying to just look at the title first without looking at it. Oh, so we have Edge of Spider-Verse. Actually, I'm going to show it to the camera first before I start looking at it, because then I'll start... That is sick. That is super cool. Check that out. Oops, I hit the microphone. Try to show all the details. Actually, I'm going to go back with the Geiger and get a good close-up with it as well. Sorry for any noises I make by hitting the microphone. So that is a super sweet Gwen there. Look at all the detail on the ripped clothing and everything. That is freaking sweet. And that city is awesome. Hold on, let me... You see that city? It's freaking rad. I really like the ripped clothing. That's gorgeous. That is super, super fun. It's funny because... I don't know, I had like... I guess really like primitive basic ideas in my head. I really love the negative space on that one too. All that white there, awesome. But anyway, like I said for this one, I'm gonna get a good close up on this one, so you can see all that detail in there. But yeah, I think in my head I had like much more basic ideas of what you typically see with sketch covers, and like this, I like for Gwen, and that's my when I talked about what I wanted on the covers, I was very basic. I was like Edge of Spider-Verse, let's do Gwen, Spider-Gwen, you know, and that was like it for the descriptor, you know. For Geiger, I just said, I don't know, do something fun, you know. Geiger's always just great, you know. Barney and you know the Glowing Man are just super photogenic, you know. So I was like, yeah, whatever you do on that's gonna be fine. And this, I just said Gwen, and I was just expecting, you know, more or less like a headshot, you know, or a little bust shot. So to get that super dynamic, that's sick. That is so cool. Okay, so moving on, because we got to get through them all. Oh, so this one, oh yeah, actually, oh wow, this one is censored. So if you're interested, they also do not safe for work stuff. So this one's censored, but this one is a black cat for my black cat collection. And yeah, so check that one out. That is gorgeous. I keep hitting my microphone. I'm sorry if that's loud. I'm really sorry. Oh man, that is that is a wild pose there. That is a really wild pose. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a peek of that one. God, like I really love how well they were able to cover up, like, cause like they covered up the, there we go, like the Marvel logo there, and then on the Geiger, like the names. Which I mean, that's, you know, it's all black, so that's a lot easier to do. But like even with the white tail, man, okay, that's another sweet cover. And again, oh, and when we were talking about it, I did, you know, like I said, I mentioned that we, that I was like, you should definitely, you know, maybe start doing some comic covers. I see other people doing them and stuff, and you're an amazing artist, so, you know, you could definitely, you know, do some cool stuff. And then we were kind of talking, because we knew this would, you know, be a soft advertisement for them getting into doing sketch covers for people. So it's like, well, let's do a not safe for work one to, you know, let people know that if that's something you're interested in, that that they can do, and they can do some crazy poses apparently. that's a pretty fun one. I like that a lot. And yes, it will go in my Black Cat collection. Okay, so there is a Black Cat, like, because this is on a Spider-Man book, but there is a Black Cat blank, but it's a store exclusive, so I have to go hunt that one down. Or by hunted, I mean just ordered it. So let's see, I think we have 4 books left. So yeah, okay, so these will all be, the rest of these will all be a Cowboy Bebop series. For that Cowboy Bebop, who did that? I can't remember. But anyway, it was for the Netflix show, but they released a bunch of different blanks for it. So let's see here. We have Faye. And the only thing I did say on these, I said probably best to just keep it really, really simple and just have it black and some like white highlights and stuff. And so there's Faye. I think that's super, super cool. Yeah, that's gorgeous. That's awesome. And then let's see. I did technically see the one of these already. Let's see. Ooh, I've been really excited for this one. So we have N9, and oh man, that is cute. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at that little corgi butt. I love that. That's awesome. It's super simple, but I really like that. It just brings a smile to my face. Just, everybody loves Ein, right? Okay, and then we have oh, look at Jet there. That's super cool. That's fun. I like that one. All right, and then the last one, is gonna be Spike. So I kind of wish I showed these in the other order. Now that I think about it, I probably should have shown it. Because these, like I said, these I intentionally did ask. I was like, since they're on the colored backgrounds, I think them just being very, and being anime characters, I was like, just something very simplistic, I think will be the route to go. And this is the one I did look at already. And that is, super, super fun. Love me some Spike. Alrighty. So, man. That Geiger really took me back. I think mainly, well, I don't know. Like I said, it's a great cover in a series that's known for great covers, but kind of in a cheating way. Like, you just put the glowing man on there and he looks super cool. But this is just really, really nicely done. You know what I mean? So there's Geiger there. The Gwen is sick. That negative space is killer. That is rad. That is so, so cool. And I actually just picked up a blank with the actual title, Spider-Gwen. So I'm going to get probably another Spider-Gwen done at some point. Man, that's rad, though. And then I'm gonna have to take the tape off and take a good look at that one. Get a full view. But, I mean, from what I can see, it looks very nice. Yeah. So this one, if you're super curious, if you want to shoot me a message on Instagram, it's a nice one. But yeah, if you want to shoot me a message on Instagram, I can give you the picture of this one. I can't do it here on. Actually, I have to put it upside down now. Can't show you that one on YouTube. But yeah, if you're interested in that one, just hit me up. You're not taking it from me, but I'll let you see the full picture of it. I'm just kind of going in review, trying to think which one I like the most. This one's super cool because it's a set. Again, this is like a cheat thing. I knew I was gonna love this one the most. I was like, there's a chance I'll like the Spike more, but look how cute Ein is. There's no way that can't be your favorite one out of the Cowboy Bebop ones. And I actually really like Ed as well. I think Ed is drawn super well. And I really like the Faye. I think, man. Trying to order these, and it's really, really difficult. I think, man, and it's weird to me, cause again, just going against my expectations, I was expecting, Gwen's known for being super colorful and everything, and then this one is just, so defeated and tattered and torn and so dreary, and that's not what you expect for Gwen. Um, man, okay. I don't know if I can pick a favorite one, at least not right now. I would love to know in the comments what your favorite one is, or favorite ones, or whatever. I gotta cover up that black cat there. But before we end the video, I do want to get Echo on here and kind of ask a few questions and let you all know how to get in contact with them and pricing and all that fun stuff. All right, so hello, Echo.
Hello, Marco and Marco's subscribers.
I would first like to say thank you very much for all these covers. I think they're all spectacular. Um, I'm very excited to see the other ones whenever they come to be. Um, and yeah, so these are, let's just go ahead and get a little bit of your information and stuff, and um, kind of talk about the processes that you use to do these. And have you ever thought about doing comic covers before I mentioned them to you?
Not like this, but I did very desperately want to be a comic artist when I was younger. I was looking into studying at, forgive me if I mispronounce this, but I'm pretty sure his name is pronounced the Kubert School of Comic Art, which has tons of alumni who ended up working for like Marvel and DC. Um, when he died, I kind of scrapped that idea
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, well, if he's not even going to be there, I kind of don't want to go. But this has been a really interesting opportunity, and I had a lot of fun with this. So, yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Was there any particular cover that you enjoyed doing the most?
Yeah, Geiger.
Geiger. I so
I think you
obviously
can tell.
you haven't heard my reaction to it yet.
Mm-mm.
Um, I think that one and the Gwen both really shocked me in terms of I was really surprised by your decision making, and we can kind of go by 'em one by one. So starting with Geiger, to me, I was expecting, just fully expecting, just a big glowing man and just something kind of badass, and easy because there's a lot of really cool Geiger covers. Glowing Man just looks awesome. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you took it a completely different approach. And granted, on all pretty much all these, I said, I maybe gave you a character, and I said do whatever you want with them. And this one, I was even probably more loose. I do believe. I think I said just do whatever. It's Geiger. It'll
Mm-hmm.
look cool. So yeah, why'd you or like how'd you come to that decision to do that cover?
Purely because of how invested I was actually reading Geiger,
Mm-hmm.
how invested I was in the kids, and how much I just loved Barney. And I think I briefly mentioned it to you when we first started talking about the covers, but I got kind of stuck on this. I think it's Romulus and Remus, the two children raised by a she wolf. I
Mm-hmm.
got really stuck on that theme, and I just really wanted to do the kids and Barney. That's
Yeah,
that's all there was to it.
it's a really sweet cover. It's really gentle and just like I said, just completely different than what I was expecting. It really threw me for a loop when I first pulled that one out, and
That's
and
kind
then
of surprising to hear.
uh, surprisingly good. I hope.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then moving on with the Gwen one, I was more so like in my head, because I had no idea what you were sending. I was just expecting. Well, first of all, when I think of Gwen, I think really colorful, um, you know, really bright and happy, and then you gave me not that at all.
Yeah, I could definitely see how that would be unusual to see.
But I do love this one. I love the negative space in it. Is so cool, and it's like she just got, I don't know, blasted with a big grenade or something. I don't know, and it's just in this
Yeah.
this moment of just defeat, and that it's so cool, and like I said, so unexpected, especially for that character. I feel like, um, and I guess if you want to, because again, I gave you free reign. I said do Gwen, and that's all I said. So, what made you want to go this route with it?
That was actually the first one I did, so it was a little while ago now. I'm having to think back a little bit on that one.
Oh, it's
But
all good.
I think I remember just wanting to do something really dramatic, and like you said, I wanted to play with negative space and the New York City skyline. Like those are all actual buildings in New York City. It's all completely accurate to city planning.
Wow.
Um, I just I wanted to that one I actually wanted to do something a little bit unusual. I looked at so many different Spider Gwen covers and
Mm-hmm.
art and everything, and obviously I'm familiar with the character already, and I feel like there's a lot more under the surface that isn't explored very often because probably she's so popular with children. And
Yeah.
also, one of the decisions I made ties into that. You very rarely see actual wounds in comics. That's just
Mm-hmm.
always been a thing. Everyone knows that. And it was really hard for me to actually hold myself back from giving her any kind of gore or blood or anything like that and just giving her the tattered clothes. So I really wanted it to be super dramatic, but without anything shocking like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I chose to do it all black and white to give it kind of a somber, dramatic feel. And it was also maybe a practice in restraint for myself. But I can't really recall the in-depth thought process, but that's what I can remember.
No, that's fine. That's cool. I really think this could be like the opening page to a book. To like, it would be a very different turn for Spider Gwen, but to just, it'd be so cool to like, first like, you have that kind of moment of like, how did we get here? You know what I mean? And so to see Gwen in this moment of defeat, and then you can have like, rewind and play back to what was happening, 24
Yeah.
hours earlier or whatever. But I think that would be such a cool opening page to a book. I
Actually, I think now that you mention it, that kind of was part of my thought process. I'm able to recall now that you've said that. There's in I'll just call it the Spider-Verse because that's what it is now. In the
mm-hmm.
Spider-Verse, since the creation of Spider-Man, there's always been a lot of defeat happening because it is really a tale of the underdog, no matter which spider character you're talking about. They all get beat down, but then get back up again. And I don't know if you turned the comic over and looked at the back of it yet,
No.
you might want to do that.
Are there any other secrets on the back of the other comics?
Some of them.
What? Oh my
You'll have to
goodness.
take them out. Not all of them, but some of them. Just
Okay.
little things.
Okay. Also, really like the like little just bits of fabric and stuff and everything. Alrighty,
I
so
struggled so hard with that. I was like, should I? I don't want to make it too busy, but if I do this, I can't take it back. And I was like, I'm gonna do it anyways. Let's go.
I really like it. Alright, so just a cute little sketch there on the back. I like that a
Yeah.
lot.
But
That's
I just
fine.
wanted to do that to show, like, she's okay.
Yeah,
Fell. And then she got back up. Because that's the spider way.
exactly. Um, and then I guess one more. Didn't catch me on guard. Probably is going to catch some viewers off guard. But to get to
Yeah, you knew about that one.
yeah, well, kind of. I didn't fully know. Again, I was pretty basic. I did know, it was going to be a not safe for work one. I wanted to be Black Cat. But the part that really was like, oh wow, for me was what reason, I guess, did you have to do that crazy leg pose over the back? Was that just you kind of pushing yourself to do a crazy? That's obviously a very difficult pose to draw in comparison to just somebody just standing there normal or whatever.
I actually do a lot of contortion poses in art, so it's something I'm pretty used to already.
Yeah. Is it something you started doing to push yourself further? Or is it you just have interest in contortion or
I
is it a
just love
mixture of both?
contortion. I used to be a hobbyist contortionist and haven't practiced in a long time, but I've still retained some of that flexibility. So it's just something that's on my mind often, I guess. I guess like people normally wouldn't think of those things unless they are trying to push themselves, I guess. But for me, I'm just like, yeah, a scorpion pose would be cool here, or a triple fold would be neat to look at. That's visually interesting, like stimulates the mind.
Oh yeah, that definitely stimulates the mind. That one.
But also, like, she's black cat, so I kind of was like, what's a cat-like pose I can put her in? And then I looked over at my cat, and she had her head like under her leg, and she was obviously like grooming her belly, and I was like, oh, that works.
Okay, so you pulled some inspiration from real life on that one.
Yeah,
Um,
but I already knew I wanted her to be kind of contorted because it's it's not her calling card, but it's definitely part of her character.
oh, for sure, yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, of all the covers you sent me, that is the best person to have. I guess Spider Gwen could do some funky poses, but I'd say still Black Cat is
Hmm.
leading that one. And then we have the Cowboy Bebop ones, which these are the most basic ones, and I already explained. These are the ones I really asked. I was like, they probably should be just pretty basic black and white, and then just the color of the backgrounds.
Hmm.
I really like these. I like the connecting theme of everybody flicking off the screen. It's pretty fun. I definitely I like I don't think we talked about because it's been a little while now. I don't think we talked about them necessarily having a connecting theme of any kind, but obviously they're all connecting pieces.
You
So I
did mention that you wanted them all to seem like part of the same set, but I
okay
would have
okay
done that
well
anyways
yeah
because they are part of the same set.
yeah. Oh, I wanted to say, I think I said something like obviously they need to make sure they like look good together and like cohesive
Yeah.
anyway.
The
Um,
only thing you said regarding that was really like I believe you said if I chose to do headshots, make sure they're all headshots, or if
yeah
they're all
yeah
full
yeah.
body, do all full body, something to that effect. And I didn't quite stick to that with the Ed one, but I
I
feel like the perspective is okay with it.
Well, I mean, I love that one, and obviously you have a dog in there with it too. I think they all work together super well. They don't have to be the exact same type of thing exactly, but like if
Mhm.
you did have like one randomly as a headshot, I feel like that one would have stuck out.
Yeah.
Um, I I love the Ed. I love the Ein actually too.
Aw.
Because like Ed is like obvious. Like I'm sorry. Wait, did I say that backwards? Maybe I did. Ein is
I'm not sure.
obvious. Yeah, Ein is obvious. Like it's a little corgi. Everyone's gonna love Ein. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
I really love the face that you drew on Ed. It's just super cute and just like I don't know, just fun. I don't know. I really enjoy it. The Spike is I don't know. It's Spike. He's hanging back and just I like his I don't know. He just has a mood and you captured it. The Jet is super fun. With him cooking.
Hmm.
Um, and then I really like the Fae as well. I like this one had I like that she's like turning back looking at us and everything, and I thought that was a pretty fun pose.
All I
Um,
really wanted to do with those was make it seem like they were snapshots, like almost candid snapshots. Like
yeah,
when I was doing when I was doing all of them, but specifically Faye, Jet, and Spike, I was kind of imagining Ed holding the camera and everyone kind of flipping her off, being like, "Can we have our privacy?" Um, and then Ed and I almost taking like a selfie, like setting it up on a
yeah,
tripod or something.
that's cute. Okay, I can definitely see that. Um, Yeah, I really like that. I think it works super well together, and I'm very happy with that. Like I said, I'm super happy to get even more from you later on down the line. But if anyone else out there is interested in getting some of your work, doing some commissions with you, let's how much is one of these going to cost?
Um, each one, I would say 85 just to cover cost of time and materials and shipping. That's obviously USD.
Gotcha. And with cost of materials, that is just in referring to your art supplies. If you
Yeah.
need a cover, I will be trying to help Echo, building a little bit of a stock. And with that being said, if anyone out there has some blank covers, preferably in lots that they're looking to sell, shoot me an Instagram message, and I am looking to buy blank covers. So like I said, preferably in bulk lots, but even if it's just like three or something, But that being said, so I will be trying to help build up some backstock for you. So maybe, possibly, you will have some stuff to kind of choose from. But if not, and it's also if there's something specific that you are looking for, then you probably will need to supply that cover.
Yes. As far
Um,
as materials go, though, I do use really high quality materials, archival inks, and Copic markers. If you're an artist, you know how expensive those are. And the paper that is on sketch covers soaks up a lot of ink before it reaches full opacity. So I do go through a lot of ink for those, and that's the majority of the reason behind why they would be so expensive. But it means that they're generally water and acid safe. Obviously, the paper is not going to be, but if you get a little splash of something on it, it's going to be fine. And even UV light won't cause any issues with it, so you're not going to have to get like a special slab or anything to put them in.
Gotcha, gotcha. And I mean, I just gotta say, I'm absolutely in love with them. I think these are extremely high quality drawings in the sketch cover market. A lot of sketch covers out there are way more simplistic than this. So, I mean, I think that is a hell of a deal, in my honest
Thank
opinion.
I appreciate that. I
um,
also appreciate just going back to the whole um, covers and lots thing. I also really appreciate your willingness to help on that side of things.
I, it is a no brainer for me. Um, I want to see you do some more covers, and this is super cool. I love looking at your art anyway, but I'm a nerd, so like, you doing more Marvel or whatever, like that's just gonna be even cooler for me to check out. So I'm super happy to help. That is no problem at all. I do want to ask. So obviously, we did show off one not safe for work piece, and that is something that you're definitely comfortable with doing.
Yeah,
Um,
I have a
and
lot of experience in that line of work.
and so anything else that you want to talk about, um, different types of art, different, and obviously also there's different kind of styles here as well, showing off like the anime covers and stuff like that. So if you want to talk about what you're comfortable with as far as style and content and all that real quick.
Well, I'm classically trained in oil painting, specifically photorealistic portraiture. So, like family portraits and things like that. But until recently, I've been working as an art director at a small video game studio, and I've been focusing a lot on digital art, concept art, environments, things like that. Um, since I've spent a while doing that now, I'm really happy to do really any kind of project that anyone would have for me to do, whether it's a comic cover, an illustration, game design, or anything like that. I'm comfortable with it. And I'm comfortable with pretty much any style. I can replicate whatever you want me to.
Yeah, I
On
mean, definitely seems like it.
thanks. On the digital art side, I I kind of prefer doing it just because it's a little bit faster and it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
use any materials, obviously.
Yeah, that's true.
So, with that in mind, I can offer some things at better prices than a comic cover because with comic covers, I spend a lot of time drafting before I actually apply it to the cover because I really don't want to make any mistakes. I don't want to damage the comic in any way, so I really take my time and I'm really careful with it. But when it comes to digital art, I can just slap it out, you know? So,
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. So if someone's looking for some digital art, some digital commissions, um, I know the range can be pretty drastic, but kind of a ballpark of what someone might expect to be paying.
um, like you said, obviously it depends mostly on the scale of it and the complexity of it, but that one is priced entirely as to the cost of time. So if you just want a little sketch of like a character, I can do that for a few bucks. But if you want a fully fleshed out scene with tons of people in it and buildings, that'll go up into the hundreds. So it really depends on how finished you want the piece and how much you want in it. I would say if you say you play D&D or something and you want your character, oh sorry, we're not playing D&D anymore, I forgot. Say you play a tabletop RPG and you have a character you just want a bust of to show your fellow players what your character looks like. I can do that for like between 25 and 80 bucks depending on whether you want it to be photorealistic and really detailed or if you just want a loose painting.
Gotcha, gotcha. Cool, cool. Um, so I think the last thing we just need to let everyone know is how to contact you.
Well, lucky for you, I've already provided this wonderful video graphic that has all of my socials in it and also some more examples of what I can do.
Cool.
And I'm
And
sure you'll also put the clickable links in the description, right?
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna have links. I'm gonna have links all over the place. You know how it goes in the description.
What a professional.
I'm gonna have links all over the screen. Click anywhere. No, I don't know. There'll be little card thingies in one of the corners up here somewhere. Um, and yeah, so you're on Instagram. You're on what are the other ones?
ArtStation, and I also
ArtStation.
have a YouTube channel, but I mostly use it to upload like speed paints or processes and some animations here and there. Which, by the way, if anyone wants to see how their art was created, if you commission me, just let me know ahead of time and I'll just record it for you and upload it.
Is that free of charge? Extra?
Yeah, free of charge. It
Free of
doesn't
charge.
cost me anything. All I do is pop it in a program and speed it up. Takes no time.
Cool, cool. Well, that's a nice little bonus feature there. Anything else you can think of before we call it? Anything I left out or anything like that?
Um, well, you forgot to mention that I'm a starving artist. But other than that, I think we're good.
Yeah. So, I mean, that again, that is why we're here. I
All
think
artists are starving all the time, right?
that is true. Uh, Again, so these are your first comic covers.
They
I
are.
I really think they're gonna hopefully like catch hold and draw some interest, and I think people will be absolutely ecstatic to get some work for you. Again, I think your price is super fair, and your work is incredible. So yeah, if anyone's interested, definitely hit Echo up. I'm gonna continue to get more covers from you. I'm building. I gave you. So you have what, like another 8 or so? Didn't I give you 15 at the beginning?
Yes. I
Okay.
have 8 more. 2 of them are nearly finished. I was going to send them to you, but I decided to hold them back because I wanted to do a little bit extra stuff with them.
All good. So
And
we
that's
got another.
another thing. I get really, like, obsessive about things sometimes. And even when I know I should call it and just say it's a done, I'll just keep going with it.
I think
Unfortunately.
I think that is just an artist thing. Uh,
Probably.
Unfortunately. But yeah, so I got another 8 there with you already. I'm building up another batch. I'm going to be sending out. Oh, and that's another thing I mentioned earlier in the first half of the video. But I will be getting these, and I'm not entirely sure on the process. Still, I'll be once I figure it out, and you see me send these off to CGC, and I'll have all the details then. But I will be sending these off to CGC, getting them with the yellow label and everything. I'm pretty sure I just have to have a little form filled out and inserted with the submission, and I think
Don't
it's
I
that
need
easy.
to register as well?
I don't know. Like I said, I need to figure out all the details. It's kind of like weird. CGC doesn't like come out and say it. I was like just reading forums, and everyone kind of says something a little different. So yeah, I'll probably just need to call them at some point and get the official what to do. But
Sounds
yeah, I do know that you can get yellow labels for these, which is definitely important and a big deal to people that want to get them slabbed. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. It'll take me a while to do those. I'm gonna wait until I get at least these other 8, and that's no rush on you, Echo. But at least those other 8, and then maybe even wait depending on what other ones I've built up since then. Because like I got that poison ivy that I really want.
Oh, I'm so excited to do that one.
Yeah, I got that one. I got a Spider Gwen. I got a Scarlet Witch. And I don't know. I'll probably get some more. But anyway, so yeah, that's I think that's all we got for you today. Thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know, in the comments what your favorite cover or covers that I got today. I'm super excited to see some others. Also, trailer is out now for my upcoming short film that's going to be out on Friday, the full thing. So, definitely super excited. The more people you can share that to and spread the word, I really appreciate it. And I think that's all I got for you. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Echo, for joining me.
Thanks for having me. I can't wait to see your video.
And I will see you all next time.
Bye.
Ha 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 ha!